Hi everybody, I'm Jean Ketcham and I'm CEO and co-founder of Aging But Dangerous.
Jean.
Hi, Jean.
And this
You're
is
on
our,
video.
This is our Aging But Dangerous martini gel.
Yeah? Oh,
Try that.
excellent.
I know the first big event that she did was a fashion show.
Hi everybody, we are having a party. Good morning everybody, Jean Ketcham, Aging But Dangerous. Welcome. Aging But Dangerous started when I was 69 and my good friend Suzanne was 62. She was younger, 8 years younger than me. And she and I always believed in women really sharing stories, connecting, out there doing things, pushing the envelope, getting a little sassy, getting a little, whatever. So she came up with the name Aging But Dangerous, which, I love the name.
Well, I was the co-founder of Aging But Dangerous. So she and I wanted to do a television show and had an idea for it and empowering women. And she goes, well, that's what I've always wanted to do. That's what I've been thinking. And so we set out to really make a difference in the way women perceive themselves aging. We changed a lot of women's lives. I will have to say we made a significant impact, and we had followers from all over the world, like 36, I think it was 36 or 42 or something like that countries. And it was a very gratifying, rewarding endeavor.
Jean Ketcham fulfills her company's mission by finding the silver lining in her golden years.
Some days we just have to make our own sunshine.
Do you ever consider yourself an ambassador of aging?
Yes. I just want to share with women and just don't get hung up on this whole age thing. And don't put yourself in a box.
Well, in the very beginning, when Jean and Suzanne started the Aging But Dangerous group, they had a group of women who were sort of brought in to help them make the best design for their company. And so we were test babies in a sense. And then from that first beginning, we became friends.
Hi everybody, happy Friday.
So Jean is my mom. Yes, my mom was always the epitome of fashion, and she was always different than all my other friends' moms.
I am a very creative person, but she comes up with some of these ideas. Like we had an amazing fashion show, and that was really her idea. Interviewing the models and the way we did it was her idea. She was really a driving force in getting the recognition.
Well, I met Jean through Aging But Dangerous. She and Suzanne were doing events. They would do things. They tried to have monthly events, and it was like going to a new restaurant and just, to have some specials, and then would give the women there a chance to network. And then I know the first big event that she did was a fashion show, because nobody had ever had a fashion show that was aimed at mature women, that had clothes that would look good on women our age without having to try to look like our daughters or trying to look like our grandmothers, which is what most of the designers seem to want to do.
But she also did this fashion show where they got a bunch of stores in Minneapolis to put together different collections, and then they had kind of a model call where they brought in women of all different ages and kind of walks of life to do this fashion show.
Well, she's the perfect example for a woman who doesn't let the boundaries of her age get in her way. She's very much comfortable with her aging process. She's comfortable with her her body and her whole look. She's very full of life. She's a good friend to me. She's just been really supportive.
She's just such an amazing friend. She's an amazing person. She really believes in women and supporting women. And that's what she's doing now with Aging But Dangerous. And she's a force. And so she's a force to be reckoned with.
Probably, well, the most exciting event that we ever did was the skydive. I was one of the original 2010 skydivers. I still have my shirt somewhere. And it really was amazing how Jean was able to pull that event together.
They called it the martini skydive because when you were finished with your jump, you got a martini. But what it was really about was living life after 50 and helping raise money for a charity.
It's really about women being all they can be.
Which is all the more reason for these women to smile as they free fall into their 50s, 60s, 70s, and yes, 80s.
It was really a success, and we did set a world record. I think we had 107 women, all over the age of 55, that jumped at the same event the same day.
Well, Jean loves the jumping out of airplanes, which is just that. And so those events have been really fun. There were so many women that participated. It was quite unique. I did not jump, but it was a lot of fun to see all these women just let go of fears and trepidation about what they had thought it would be like, and the freedom it allowed them to have once they did the jump.
She really saved me. She's an amazing friend. And when I had a son that was a baby and knew nothing about babies and knew no one. I mean, they were just, the Ketchams were there for me.
You know, she's just fearless about doing things. So she planned a colonoscopy party. Now, people don't even hardly talk about them, and this was years ago. And we'll make it fun. We'll have a good time.
They did a colonoscopy party. They got a whole bunch of women together to drink their drink before their colonoscopy at a hotel. And they had like a happy hour with the cocktail that you're supposed to drink. And they got everyone a hotel room. And so all these things that she was doing, I just thought was so fun and inspiring for a lot of women.
But she is such a role model to me, and she's always been there for me, and we've helped each other get through a lot of things.
One thing that I think I've really learned from her through the course of my whole life is a couple things. It's like she when you don't like your life, then it's time to change it. And this is one philosophy that she's lived by and that she has really instilled in me. It's like, when things aren't going the way you want them to go, then change it. Don't just sit back and kind of be woe is me. You need to, she always used to say, like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and change it. So, and no one can do it but you.
Every time I think of her, I smile because she is such a positive. She's much more positive than I am. So she's good for me to be around, because no matter what happens, she sees a positive aspect to it, or she has a positive attitude toward whatever happens.
I feel very blessed to have her in my life.
I just feel like I'm so blessed to have her in my life. And I'm sure that there are lots of people out there that feel the same way.
I want my legacy to be that I have helped as many women along the way in my lifetime that I could help. I want to leave the thought that I have really encouraged women and helped women be their own person and help them see things in their life and in themselves that maybe they wouldn't have seen otherwise. I really want to be known for a person that really helped, loved, worked, and cared for women.